Welcome back. You just witnessed the 2005 film House of Wax.
I'm glad it's over.
Uh, Basically, I think the film teaches you a very valuable lesson. Don't build a shelter or structure actually out of wax because it's meant for candles and it's meant to burn. Like that's why we wax. We use it to burn.
It's not
as
a good
candle.
It's not a solid structure, and there are many things that would.
Yeah.
I mean, how is that
Rain
house standing? Like, if it rained, wouldn't that damage it severely?
I don't know much about wax.
I don't know.
All I know is you probably shouldn't light tons of candles or have like a very hot machine kind of furnace thing in your basement.
Yeah.
In a house made of wax.
They had these like pathways covered in candles.
Does anyone live there? They have a wax bed, like.
And they never really talk about like what it's for, like why they have that.
It's not a museum. Like, nobody goes there. All right, basically, so our two killers, they die, and I don't know if you noticed in the film, but they were conjoined twins. They only reference it about 8 times. We see the two babies together. We see when they die, they land on each other.
They have to land like right next to each other in the way they were born. You see, because it was such an amazing twist, they had to repeat it like over and over and over to make sure we got the point.
Yeah, and here's what I want to know. Basically, this is the very huge flaw of the film. So we've got the two killers. The one, it turns out that it wasn't the disfigured brother. It was the other gas station brother that was the bad boy in the beginning.
The bad boy who was shaking the chair.
Yeah. So here's what I'm wondering. Why did the disfigured brother help his brother and like kill people? Because you never find out what happened to the father. The mother, she didn't kill people. And in the beginning, they're like, why can't you be more like your brother? It means they were nice to the disfigured brother. So why does he kill? And the brother's like, you're a freak. Why does he kill people?
Yeah, it doesn't seem to say that like he's even like a bad guy. It's just like, oh, I'm disfigured, which means I should probably start murdering people.
And he's also mute, and he's also huge, right? They're always huge. Like
they have to like throw in like every horror movie trope for him.
Yeah.
But he's got a good heart at the end. Like
he's
when the girl is trying to like get through to him and like, you don't have to kill people, and he's like, I never considered that.
I don't.
He's like,
the head turn says it all.
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't
like a
have
puppy.
To. I don't.
It's like
I didn't think about it. I guess you're right. There's other ways to.
if
do things
the
with my
house
time.
just hadn't have melted, they would have become friends.
Absolutely. So Chad Michael Murray and Alicia Cuthbert are their brother and sister again. They have no idea that Paris Hilton, her cousin Skeeter's cousin's dead. They found Jared Padalecki and they were just like, oh no.
Oh no.
That's it. Oh no, we gotta go. And then they find the dead cameraman and it's, oh, I gotta take a second. I gotta take 2 minutes right now to cry about the fact that he's dead.
Why did anyone like him?
And then they get the camera at the end and it's great. It's great because they have no idea they get to watch Paris Hilton's death filmed on that camera. They're just going to watch the camera like thinking, oh, it's our fun time with our dead friends. And then boom, they see her getting murdered.
They insist they need to keep that camera.
And then the huge twist of the film is they're driving away. It's like, oh, yeah, there's 3 brothers. Dun, dun, dun. And that doesn't even matter because what does that mean? Like the third brother's going to come after the 2? It's not like he's in the car with them. He's just like, goodbye.
No, he's like waving them goodbye like a really friendly.
Yeah, he's with his
like
dog.
He's just like, bye guys.
Film's Ernest Meets the Hills Have Eyes.
I'm the third
right?
brother. Yeah, Ernest Meets the Hills Have Eyes.
That's what we've decided the film is. You know what? They could have taken out the House of Wax and just made the movie like Roadkill Road or like Death Pit.
Death Pit.
And I would have been fine with it.
Yeah.
I would have been all right. They just kill people. So here, another major flaw. So they're like, they've been pulling people off the highway for years. We haven't been able to stop them because we're incompetent. So wait a minute. The highway's right there, and this guy's like paid to collect roadkill. So that means that's a busy road if they keep killing deer on it. And there's also an abandoned steel mill or something. And no one has found this town.
And because of the abandoned steel mill, it was full of like cars and cell phones, which means there must have been like 30 missing people reports in that general vicinity, and they didn't like think of maybe we should have a helicopter.
How didn't they know if Pepsi keeps delivering Pepsi there? All right. So we're gonna have our special film theorist, the Incredible Stalk, analyze all these flaws. So now on to the Incredible Stalk with film theory.
After many years of pondering, after countless viewings of this film, I, the incredible stalker found the true meaning beneath this film. You look at the brothers and sisters and brothers, and what do you get? You have a house in the middle. A house of wax, hot, adhesive wax. The wax, the house of wax, is the bonding agent that holds it all together. It holds them together. The brother and sister become closer. The brothers become closer because of the house of wax. So when you ask yourself, what is this movie telling me? You think, well, the house keeps us together. And that's about it.
Absolute crap.
What? Why do we bring him back?
He doesn't know anything.
Doesn't know anything.
Did he watch the movie?
I don't think he did.
Yeah, I wish I was him. Like, so basically, you have it. House of Wax. I mean, there's a couple other flaws I guess we could discuss. I think one of my favorite parts of the entire film, this is one of the most redeeming things of the entire film, I feel like, that we really, I feel like Chad Michael Murray's character is the best character in the film, because first he's all angsty, but then at the end, he's all angsty again. So he doesn't really have an arc at all.
No, he doesn't.
But my favorite part is he's so mean to Jared Padalecki. He's like, I don't like you. And then later in the car, his friend, the cameraman's like, I kind of like him. Chad Michael Murray's like, yeah, he's a nice guy.
And then that's, of course, they have to cut away from that to him being murdered.
And Jared Padalecki never knew that Chad Michael Murray liked him. That's the saddest part, is he never got to know.
He did, and he wasn't like mean for any reason. Mm-hmm. It's just like he's mean to him because he wants to be, because he just doesn't know how to express himself. So he's sort of like the faceless guy, the wax face.
Yeah, I guess so. And
when you think
you're
about
saying
it,
Alicia Cuthbert's like the other brother, the killer.
Yeah,
gas station man.
I think it's like a symbolism.
Like, so what I think actually is, I don't think they were so bad, the killers, because what it is really is the teenagers were the bad ones. So, because take in the beginning where that truck pulls up with the headlights, did he even really do anything mean or threatening? They were just like, get out of here. And then they threw a bottle at him and he left.
They assumed he was menacing because he had like bright headlights and he was like parking near them.
What if he just pulled over to like talk to his mom, or like he's eating a sandwich, or like he's going through his glove department?
There are a variety of reasons why a guy like might pull over near a campsite.
Yeah, it's just actually he might not have known it was a campsite. It's just abandoned woods. Maybe he just pulled over for a second, because
could have been complete coincidence, and all of a sudden they have to yell at him and like throw things at him.
He's taking a nap. He's been driving for a while. Then they throw the bottle at him, and then later. We've got Ernest with the death pit, and he's driving around, and they're mean to him. Like, he shows him his knife. He gives him a lift into town. He makes an awesome joke about the mannequin hand.
Yeah,
you need a hand. It's funny. It's clever.
It's like maybe he's an oddball, but you can get to know him.
Yeah, they're just rude to him. They're like...
They're all such mean kids.
They're afraid of him, and he's just like, you know what, get out of my truck. And then later, like, he was going to steal that from the store, and the guy's like, you're going to steal that? And he's like, no, I was going to pay it for it. No, he wasn't. It's just awful.
And I think my second...
They interrupted the funeral, too.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
They're just awful people.
I mean, despite that it was a wax funeral, it was still really rude for them to just barge into that church like that.
It's not right. Cousin Skeeter's cousin didn't even care that his girlfriend was pregnant. His Paris Hilton girlfriend. He didn't even care.
He had to get to the game.
Yeah, he had to get to the game. That was the most important thing in the film, and they didn't even get to the game.
They didn't even get to the game.
That's one of the saddest parts. Paris Hilton never even got to get to the game, and... none of them got to see it.
But I think my second favorite part, next to the death pit, might have been when they were literally crawling out of the awful CGI title.
Yeah, title of the film.
The House of Wax.
In case you forgot what you were watching.
In wax, and they were crawling out of it while the house was melting.
It looked awful.
That was
the
2005.
whole house is melting.
They had better technology than that.
They're like slip and slide down the wax.
They make the whole house just a pile of goop because that's what a wax house. Like nobody knows what a melting house would look like, so they just like it's just a blob.
What I love at the end is you see all the police there and like paramedics like lifting like the wax people out, and I wonder if anyone's scratching their head just being like, "What's happening?"
No, they seem to be taking it pretty well. It's just like, this was odd.
Melted wax. It doesn't make any sense. Basically, the whole movie is just absolute wreck.
It's garbage. This movie was really bad.
It's got nothing to do with the original film, if you've seen the original, except for character in this film was named Vincent. Shout out to Vincent Price.
At that point, you don't even want to make an homage. It's more offensive to like make a mention to another film that's that much better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, did you guys watch the whole thing? Because honestly, if you did,
I really
The Witching
appreciate
Hour,
it. Thank you. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
All right. So tune in next time when we'll probably watch an equally as terrible film and talk about it. I want to thank you for watching. I'm Brian.
I'm Zach.
And you can find us on Facebook under The Witching Hour.
And you can email us at witchinghourwtop@gmail.com.
You know, Zach, I feel like watching this film, you know, we've gone through it, and now, you know, you're not the rebel and I'm not the good twin. We're like, we bonded now. We're both stubborn and it's a cute thing.
Yeah, we're kind of being able to relate to each other, even though, like, my parents liked you more than they liked me, which is really weird.
All right. Good night, folks. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, good night.